Sunday, and things have been building up all day. Let me give you a rundown of what's been building up. But first, I'd like to tell you that I'm covering this war from Telegram. Telegram has 700 million members, no censorship. It's encrypted, it's free, the app is free. I have 500 plus subscribers. Nobody's had any trouble with Telegram. And you download the app, which is called Telegram Messenger. Telegram Messenger. Then you email me for the invite link. My email address is in the bottom of the description box, and it's under the video, and it's Israel Giving with the number 7 at Gmail. Israel Giving with the number 7 at Gmail. I update the Telegram several times an hour. There's videos, press releases, pictures. I go through the Arab social media, and I translate from Arabic, and I put the stuff up. And I also translate from Hebrew social media, and I put the stuff up, and I'm going to have to start translating from Lebanon social media too. But it's the Arabic, and it's pretty much all the same thing. From Iran, I translate once in a blue moon from Farsi, but they don't say anything. They talk about soccer, demonstrations in favor of Hamas. They don't. They control their internet completely. All right. So what happened? Biden and Netanyahu tried to work for a solution to get the 500 or so American passport holders out of Gaza. Hezbollah has been blocking them. We've been trying to open corridors where we say we're not going to attack in this corridor. Go to Egypt. Then Egypt says, no, we're not going to accept them. Okay? We can't with the water turned off. So America is very, very concerned about these people. And Israel decided to turn the water on in the south, where we want the Gazans from the north to go, the innocent civilians. And the Hamas for 2 days was blocking the roads and not letting them go. This is what the media calls human shields. So we did this, and then Egypt said, okay, we'll open up and let them come through the Rafah crossing, and then America could exfiltrate them back to America or wherever they want to go, I suppose, Europe or whatever, where they go is not important. The thing is that they get them out. Okay. So that's in play, and I have no figures as to how many of them have been moving to the south yet, or if Hamas is going to block them. And if Hamas tries to block them, we might do something about the Hamas people blocking them, and the Americans, to save hundreds of American lives, may actually do something too. Because this is going above and beyond fighting with Israel. This is holding American passport holders, American citizens, dual nationals, hostage. And America's not going to like that. So far, America has not entered into the war. The fighting with Hezbollah in Lebanon up at the north has been increasing at a reasonably steady pace. They hit 5 IDF outposts today to try to cut us off from being able to watch the border. It's not going to work. We're attacking Hezbollah positions in cities in South Lebanon with Apache gunships shooting rockets, and we're shooting artillery at them avidly. Some Israeli soldiers have been hurt. They shot some anti-tank rockets at armor-powered tanks and some injuries and a few deaths, sadly. The war is escalating, and they have opened up another front, the small front. Now, maybe it's considered prudent to not have America come in because Israel can certainly handle this right now. But it's all, I think a lot of things are going to depend on what happens to these 500 people. Now, the hostages, the 100 or 150 or 200, whatever they are, from many different countries that Hamas is still holding, this is a horse of another color. Hamas is not releasing them with military tactics. It's dismal. They could be putting bomb belts on these people and the push of a button and they all blow up. They could keep them in a room with several soldiers with AK-47s who just gun them down. They could throw hand grenades at them, a million things. There's, so America's not talking about what they want to do with that, but getting the several hundred American passport holders, dual national citizens of America and Palestine, is definitely something they're very, very interested in. So is America, is Israel. So that looks like it's in play. It looks like it, okay? That will probably delay the invasion, I don't know, maybe till the morning or lunchtime tomorrow. I don't know what the delay will be. We'll find out. All of the 500 or so, we don't have an accurate number. It's about 500. May not want to leave. Maybe half will leave. We don't know. But the ones that want to leave, that's the key. If they don't want to leave, they don't want to leave. That's on them, you know. America knows that. So that's a big thing. Iran is threatening. They have moved tanks and troops into the Damascus, Syria area, which is much closer to Israel than they were before up in the northeast of Syria. We have not attacked the troop movement. Israel's been bombing the airports like Aleppo and two others, and that has been preventing, excuse me for yawning, I'm tired already, that has been preventing Iran from bringing in cargo planes and troops or whatever. So they've been diverting flights to an air base called Latakia or Latakia. Latakia or Latakia is on the coast of Syria, and it's on the Mediterranean, and Russia has a Navy base there, and a few kilometers inland it has an air base. So you can't really do much about that. If you bomb the air base, Russia's going to go nuts and say, well, it's my air base. I can let anybody I want go in here. Syrian government gave me permission to build it here. What are you doing? Yeah, it's a problem, you know what I'm saying? So Russia is helping against Israel. So he's showing his real colors. He doesn't support Israel. He supports their enemies, okay? So Egypt, we're not getting any rumblings from at this point in time. Neither are we getting any rumblings from Jordan. So Hezbollah is fighting with us, get that clear, from Lebanon, and other terrorist militia groups that traveled into Lebanon to support Hezbollah. The Lebanese government said, well, we can't do anything about it and all that stuff. And Israel said, look, we're holding you responsible just as much as Hezbollah. Lebanon is what you would call, the Lebanese government is what you call a de facto government. They're officially in charge. The de jure government, they're the de jure government, the Lebanese government, They're the official government. The de facto government means the real reality is that Hezbollah is the one running Lebanon, and they're the de facto government. They do what they want. So far, I could see the Americans in Israel. While Israel's starting to attack, it's not doing a whole full-out attack. Neither is Hezbollah. So I could see America's probably saying, let's use some restraint. The big effort is from Hezbollah and from, Syria and Iran, and also you're hearing from Jordan, and Turkey. They're saying it got to stop, it got to stop. You can't have them do the invasion. All these other not friends of Israel nations are, although they might say they're friends, in their actions they're are not interested in seeing Hamas get decimated. Hamas is an interesting tool they've had for decades, well, a long time, that keeps attacking Israel and makes problems for Israel, makes life in Israel very uncomfortable. And this is about to go away. Hamas rough day. Hamas in Gaza is reduced to living underground in their bunkers and tunnels. They have a vast tunnel network. It's called the Metro. It goes through a major piece of Gaza. Now, when we invade, we're going to come in from the sea. We're going to come in from the northeast and from the north. During this period of time, while we're trying to get the American passport holders out of there, they have been launching rockets, including barrages, not quite big barrages, but barrages at various places in Israel, Ashkelon, Ashdod, etc., mostly down in the south. They have taken a poke or two at Tel Aviv. Nahariya, which is a beautiful community on the Mediterranean in North Israel, only 7 miles from Lebanon, got hit with one rocket today. And that's a civilian populated area. So they're hitting, when they shoot into Israel, they're hitting civilian population centers, which is something popped up on the screen, I can't get rid of it, which is a war crime. Let me read the chat and see if there's anything I need to do. I'm going to bring it back if I can. It fades away. I hate doing it on this. It's raining there. Yeah, we had several hours of light rain in the north. The story we were hearing about the weather being bad in Gaza for invasion was true. I researched it and dug into it. Yeah, it could create mud and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know the state of it right now. But it was real to some extent. It wasn't hurricanes and, it wasn't heavy rain or flooding, but it could create mud and, bad conditions. So Iran and Hezbollah are saying if Israel continues attacking Gaza, they're not even talking about invading. If they continue bombing it, they're going to get into the fight. They're saying they have to, and verbiage like that. Blinken from the State Department of America is trying to calm it down, that they don't enter into the fight. It can become a world war if this goes. The next war facing Israel is not Gog and Magog. If you read Ezekiel 38, it says Israel is living at peace, at rest, without bars and walls, with gold and cattle, with riches, peaceful, at rest. That's not happening now. That's not now. The war that we're facing now is Jacob's trouble. You should be familiar with it, Jeremiah 30. spend a lot of time on verse 11. And in Jacob's trouble, it says, great is Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. It's not Ezekiel 38:39. It's Zechariah 12. And the two witnesses appear in Zechariah 12, burning up the enemies on the right hand and the left. King James calls them governors. The correct word would probably be judges. In Isaiah 1, the Bible says that the Lord's going to rid himself of his enemies, and he's going to run Israel again with the judges like at the first, which is Moses and Aaron, who were prophets and judges. And he says also the counselors, which were the 70 counselors that Moses and Aaron had. That's in around the middle of Isaiah 1, or maybe a little below the middle towards the end. So, right now, the big watch is, do the American passport holders get out of Gaza? Hamas is so insane, they could hold them prisoner. They could shoot at them when they try to get out. We could try to stop that with Apache helicopter gunships and other resources. But they're probably not going to want to, walk down a road or something like that. Of course, if Hamas does that, they're taking a direct shot at American citizens that they really shouldn't be doing, and America's not going to take it lightly. But America still, even in spite of that, is going to try to get them out. So the invasion may be delayed again. I don't know. And that's a bad thing for Israel, because they keep launching rockets every day into cities, and it's painful for us, and people get hurt. Hezbollah hasn't launched a full-scale attack against us. If they do, America said they would intervene, protect our airspace, and destroy the sites that are launching missiles and artillery and mortars or whatever else they got. So that would mean that Israel would pursue the invasion rather rapidly, I think. And they don't know what to do either. Nobody really knows what to do. The Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier group is a few days away from arriving in Israel, and it may come into theater in, maybe Wednesday or something, I don't know, Thursday, where they could shoot missiles at targets in the Middle East, and probably 12 or 24 hours after that, launch planes and stuff like that. So we, that could be it. It's our understanding that America's flown in a lot of war equipment for Israel. There's cargo planes coming pretty steadily. They have brought planes into Israel. Nobody's talking, and why should they? They shouldn't, as to how many they are and what type they are. So we're wondering what's up with that, but apparently it's on the way constantly, and we've got a lot of it. So, is it possible that they'll tell America Well, if you can hear me, the call knocked off my sound. I got to fix it, so I'm going to say goodbye.